Hey there cats, good time of the day to you and thank you for tuning into my channel. Today I'm playing a game named Black, an old 2006, if my memory serves me right, game which is a shooter released for Xbox and PS2, and I'm going to use this introduction to give you a short insight in how difficult it was to actually launch this game the way I wanted to launch it. Since I do not have original Xbox, so my choice was between a PS2 emulator, and Xbox 360. So I've decided that I won't play on original PS2. You know, joystick graphics, it all sucks. So I've decided I launched the game on a PS2 emulator in order to play with mouse, and that worked quite well, but well, not quite well. It had its positives and its negatives, you know. First of all, I've actually managed to launch the game with the mouse on a PS2 emulator, but the mouse controls were kind of very, let me put it, unusual. And to top the unusual mouse controls, this is a Criterion game, so like Burnout 3 and Burnout Dominator, and I believe Burnout Revenge as well, I've never tried to launch it on a PS2 emulator. Well, either way, like all other Criterion PS2 games, it has a black sky problem, and this means that it is impossible to launch this game in a hardware mode, which means I have to use in a software emulation mode, which means I get almost exactly the same graphics I get on my original PS2. And yeah, if I'm not able to get the cool X6 hardware upscale on textures, why would I play on a PS2 emulator, right? Besides, mouse controls are clunky, and I've decided I'm gonna go with Xbox 360 after all. Now, thing is, all the other consoles I've tried had it really easy to transfer one save game to another. And on Xbox, I've never thought it will be this way, but turns out on Xbox it is really hard to transfer save games from one console to another. Not for all games, but for a select number of Xbox games. One of those games, unfortunately, is Black. The developers for some reason decided to do some extra protection. I'll get back to you in a moment.
Keller J, Sergeant First Class, serial number 717-8412. Iran, Guatemala, Colombia, Croatia. Very impressive.
I know what you're trying to do, sir. It ain't gonna work.
No, Sergeant Keller, you don't know what I'm trying to do. I'm here to clean up this mess. If you cooperate. If I walk out that door, everything you did will be declassified. You will be convicted, you will be discharged, you will spend the rest of your life in prison. Very well, Sergeant. Have it your way.
Wait. What do you want me to do?
Tell me everything you know about Seventh Wave.
Weapons dealers. Heavy hitters dealing mostly in high-spec, former Eastern Bloc hardware. Clients began to include terrorist cells. Seventh Wave was escalated to priority status after they took out 9 agency spooks. Coordinated executions. Division wanted Seventh Wave taken out with extreme prejudice. Intel zeroed in on 3 possible targets. Valencia was the boss. Reuben and Yevtushenko were the muscle. 3 teams were tasked with Overwatch until it was time to take them out. I had one of those teams. Intel suspected the Brits, Chinese, and Israelis had teams in the area. Everyone was after these guys.
Who was the 4th man?
Gun for hire. Didn't think much of him at the time.
What went wrong?
We got made.
Hammerhead 6-2, this is Alpha 2-9, we have eyes on 2-5. Hammerhead 6-2, this is 2-5, we're pinned down. I have multiple casualties. Request priority medevac on my location. 5-1, this is 3-1. I'm on the other side of the block. I'm coming to you now.
Ну чё, побежали, Иваны. Yeah, I know you'll be here. Oops. Get that. Hey, you motherfucker. Oh, come on, come on. Oh. Wow, I've actually got him. That was more like a desperation shot. Alright, so let me get back to the previous theme. So, as I've said, several games on Xbox got really, like, pumped up protection for their save games. In order to resign the game from one profile, it's not even from one profile or another. They've got protected with their hard disk drive key. This means even in case you are playing on one console and you got your hard disk drive failure, so in order to transfer your game from one console to another, or from one hard disk to another, you have to resign your save game. And let me say, that's crazy, man. Alright, that hotel, I suppose, is named Krem, which is not bad. It doesn't make much sense, but it could be worse. But the street is named Kshaton, which is a complete nonsense. Sorry, I've kinda dropped the previous sim quite fast, but you know, I've just got my eyes caught on those Russian language signs because, yeah, that's why I'm playing the games like this. It's cool. Well, it's kinda, yeah, cool to see what Americans can make up out of your language, because almost always it ends up in some kind of nonsense, just like Kshaton. It makes as much sense to you as it does to me. Kshaton is just, you know, a string of random letters. Treneska, you know, city, Treneska, it makes a little bit more sense, at least. It can be vaguely interpreted as a word, but still, I doubt I'll ever see a city named Treneska around me. It doesn't sound much like a Russian word. It does sound like something vaguely Slavic, though. Well, so back on the matter with Xbox games, I just gotta say save games, yeah. I just gotta say that I've spent 2 days to figure out how to get all the keys needed to resign the save game from one profile to another, but finally it worked. It actually worked 2 times, but I'm not gonna bother you with all that stuff. Let me just say that I'll post some lines in the description which will help you to resign the black save game, and I mean black save game. Other save games aren't gonna work with these lines. And I'm just gonna leave it this way, like, the people who will actually need these lines, who will get as far as me in order to get those lines, I'm pretty sure they will find them and they will be able to use them. Other people will probably do without these files, because, well, there's not much in black to unlock either way. I just didn't want to spend my time unlocking the silver weapons, and I really wanted to play with silver weapons because, well, first of all, if I'll find some cool gun I wanna use throughout the game, or at least throughout the mission, I don't want it to run out of ammo. And I've actually wanted to start the game with this underslang grenade launcher because man, I'm here for the action, not for the challenge. And so far so good, I must say. I like the way it goes. I definitely feel like I've spent those couple of days not in vain. Oh, now even in low texture like this, I've actually was able to read Совершенно секретно. This is actually correct Russian word for Russian words. And the translation on English would be top secret. Whoa. Alright, missed me, I suppose. Oh man, I didn't expect that. So, top secret. And let me tell ya, this is not how you store top secret files. You do not pin them to a wall in some random museum. Not even Russians store their top secret files like that. But I'm kinda surprised. It is actually a correct Russian word. Will you finally drop dead, motherfucker? Pretty please. A good thing I got my ammo unlimited. Alright, but I got my patience limited. Fuck him, I'm just gonna get closer. And then I'll drop him down. So far I'm playing on hard, but I will probably drop the difficulty down if I'll feel like it. Oh, RPG. Man. Somehow I almost didn't notice it. Now you're going down, bro. Yeah, that make a job out of him. Come get some, motherfucker! Woo!
Take out the reinforcements!
Who wanna get some? Ракеты! Конечно, блять, ракеты. Это же РПГ. You know... Yeah, problems is what you got, buddy. Even though the written Russian language is bad in this game, the spoken language is amazing. I'm not sure where they've got their, you know, their voicing actors for the enemies, and I'm not sure what they've had them to say. They probably just got some Russian guys and told them, well, shout something like... What will you they probably haven't anything written. I mean, they probably didn't have written script for them. Gotcha. They probably just picked those Russian guys and said to them, well, shout something. What will you shout if the grenade will land near ya? And they like shout stuff. But they're definitely... I won't be surprised if these guys are native Russian speakers. Their Russian is really good. And the stuff that is written around on the walls and on the streets, you know, I mean, not on the walls, on the signs, on the street signs, mostly nonsense. But the spoken Russian is amazing. I'm really enjoying taking out those guys. Man, huge thanks to the guys who did a voiceover on this game. Alright, now I actually... Oh! Alright! Boom shakalaka bitches. Noticed, yeah. Alright, now I believe... Oh, damn it. Can't really finish my thought. Конечно рванет! Пидорас. Полетел, блядь. I'm not even sure how to translate that back. It's just so authentic and so good. Like, he's gonna explode and boom, he flies by the... That's fucking amazing. Oh man, that's good so far. That's really good. I think I'm gonna enjoy this game. And have I mentioned that this silver colored AK actually looks amazing? I like this silver AK, man. Oh, end of the mission 1.